Hey guys, this is Jen of All Trades. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Alright, so today I will be talking about a subject that I have become more passionate about lately. I've been kind of doing some research. I have been doing some research on the subject, and this is more of an informational type video. So I want to kind of relay some of the information that I have learned about recently and kind of share with you my knowledge and hope that you will join me on this cruelty-free journey. So we are talking about cruelty-free, being cruelty-free, using cruelty-free products, and all of that kind of stuff. So I know a lot of us have heard about the term cruelty-free, right? Or you've heard a lot of, I know I have heard a lot of big YouTubers talk about, you know, where I only use cruelty-free products. So that got me thinking, well, what is cruelty-free? Like, what does that mean? And I know what it means. I know that it means like they're not testing on animals, but what are they doing to the animals that's so bad, right? So I did some research and I want to share that with you. Some statistical stuff, as well as what exactly happens when they test on the animals. What are these animals going through that make it bad, and what you can do and to become cruelty-free, and what brands are good and what brands that you need to stay away from as far as cosmetics goes. So we're gonna jump right into this. To start this video out, I want to say that I did get a lot of my information from the Humane Society International, or HSI, and some information from PETA. All links will be in the description to cite all of my sources and all of that good stuff. So, and I will be reading from my notes, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. And I'm not trying to get this to be like a PETA video, but I do want to warn you that there is going to be some graphic images of animals that have been tested on, just to show you the reality of what it is and what these poor animals deal with. So if this bothers you, then don't watch this or stop now. So they will be coming up, so just be aware of that. But to start out, approximately 100 to 200,000 animals suffer and die every year from testing. This is cosmetics, and also, and I didn't know this until I started searching, that they also get tested on for products like shampoos and lotions and soaps and laundry detergent and things like that. So it's just crazy. So here we go. What kind of animals are being tested on? These animals include mice, rats, frogs, rabbits, hamsters, guinea pigs, monkeys, birds, and even cats and dogs. That's the most disturbing for me. I'm a cat lover. I love dogs as well. I like all animals, so to imagine anything like that happening is very disturbing to me. I will say that monkeys and dogs are mostly used for the shampoos and soaps, not so much on cosmetics, but still. What tests are being performed on them? These animals are having their skin shaved and chemicals rubbed onto it to test skin products. They're having these chemicals dripped into their eyes to test makeup like eye products. And there's no pain relief provided for any of this. They are also force-fed for weeks and sometimes months to look for illnesses, cancer, and birth defects, which means they are specifically testing on impregnated animals, which is horrible, to check for birth defects. There's also a test called the lethal dose test, where animals are forced to swallow chemicals for a certain amount of time to test the length of time that it would take to cause death. And if they don't die by the end of the process, at the end of the test, then they are killed by asphyxiation, decapitation, or having their neck snapped. Again, no pain relief is provided for any of this. The sad reality is that these tests are not even accurate or even helpful. 90 to 95% of animal testing doesn't work or is still dangerous to humans. And the results of these tests are irrelevant most of the time because different species respond differently. So something that may have an effect on a rabbit might not have an effect on a mice or on a mouse or even a human. And humans are such different species compared to some of these animals that are being tested on that the relevance is just not there. It just doesn't make any sense to me. The good thing is that in 2013, the US did pass a law making it illegal to do animal testing here in the United States. However, China is a mandatory law. So it is mandatory for animals to be tested on in China. So that means that all of these makeup companies or even detergent brands and everything, a lot of the companies now are outsourcing to China because it's cheaper to manufacture, which means if they're outsourcing to China, even though it's illegal here and the products are being sold in the US, they're being made in China where it's mandatory. So they are being tested on animals. So any company that is outsourced to China is not a cruelty-free product. It's not a cruelty-free brand. So if you feel as strongly as I do about the things that these animals have to go through and these horrible things that they have to go through just so we can look pretty using some of these brands, then you might be asking yourself, what can I do to help? Well, thankfully, the Humane Society International, or HSI, does have a campaign going on. It is the hashtag #BeCrueltyFree. So if you agree with that, number one, comment that below, be cruelty free. If you will do this pledge with me, it is a pledge/petition on their website stating that you will be cruelty free from now on, and that you will follow along with this with me and thousands and millions of other people that are following this. I did myself sign up, and I urge you to do it as well. The link for that will be below. There's nothing, it's just like a petition to state, it's what they do is they change the laws. They're making more things illegal to test on animals, even in other countries. It is international, so we're working, not we, but they are working to change the laws in the different countries to make it illegal all across the board, including China. This is the largest initiative in the world to end animal cruelty and cosmetic testing. So it is awesome to be a part of that and to say that I signed that petition and that I am now a part of that cruelty-free pledge. Are you ready to find out which brands you need to stay away from? What I did is, if you do want to be cruelty-free, it may surprise you. I will say a lot of these brands, and doing my research, I was surprised to find them on this list. A lot of them are the drugstore brands that you're used to buying every day. Some of them you probably have in your home right now. Some of them are high-end brands, but they are very well known. I didn't list everything, but so if I missed something, please let me know. I'm gonna put it here on the screen so that you can stop and screenshot it if you need to. So next time you are shopping for cosmetics or shopping for anything like that, you can see these brands and know that these are the bad ones to stay away from. So I'm just going to put it on and read the list. As you can see, these brands are CoverGirl, Maybelline, Revlon, Clinique, Benefit, L'Oreal, NARS, which actually used to be cruelty-free, but then they outsourced to China, making them not cruelty-free anymore. Avon, Mary Kay, Glam Glow, Sephora brand, Estee Lauder, Rimmel London, Makeup Forever, and I did forget to put this on the list, but MAC is also not a cruelty-free brand. As you can see, there are a lot of brands that you probably didn't think of or that would not have expected to see on that list of brands that are not cruelty-free and brands to stay away from. Like I said, most of those are the drugstore brands, which kind of makes it easy There are a few good ones that, you know, that you don't have to get all the expensive stuff. There are some very affordable ones that do not test on animals as well. So these, like I said, are the ones to stay away from. So make sure you make a note of that. Alright, well, I hope that this video was somewhat informational for you. It did get the information out. I don't know if any of you have been wanting to know this like I did, but I hope that it helped. Like I said, I do have all the links below in the description as my sources of where I got the information. There is more information on those websites if you want to check them out. They are below. If you want to see or you want to know the good brands, all of the cruelty-free good brands that are good to buy, I will be doing that in a separate video, so keep an eye out for that. Once it is posted, I will link it up here in the iCards or at the end of this video, so you can check that out as well. There are over 600 plus cruelty-free brands that have signed up with HSI stating that they are now cruelty-free, which is amazing that there are more brands that are cruelty-free than there aren't. So we're just kind of waiting for these other brands to fall in line with that. There's tons of other ways to do testing to not have it done on animals, which is completely irrelevant and doesn't really work anyway. So these poor animals are getting hurt for absolutely no reason or relevant to anything. So I'm hoping that by us all joining together, and the more people that do sign this petition, the more people that make the pledge to be cruelty-free, the less sales that these companies will be getting, which will help the transition to all makeup companies being cruelty-free. Eventually, everyone will jump on board. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah. So anyways, like this video if you thought it was helpful or informational. Yeah. And subscribe if you're not already. I appreciate all of the support. Make sure you turn on the bell notification so you never miss another awesome video. And I will see you on my next one. Okay, bye.